Pause.
Alien monster immediately attacks another alien monster, but pauses to scream at Kirk and give him a head start. Kirk manages to find future Spock in a cave he somehow found himself in on a random planet he just happened to be ejected on. Why the f*** is the geriatric ambassador flying the fastest ship in existence on this super dangerous mission all by himself?
But what was years for Nero?
Why doesn't Nero just assume that Spock is dead? Or maybe just didn't make it through the portal? How did Nero know there wouldn't be a huge snowstorm on this planet that might block Spock's view of Vulcan being destroyed?
There is a Starfleet outpost not far from here.
There's a Starfleet outpost on this planet, but Spock chose to hide in a cave rather than report his findings about a crazy Romulan wanting to blow up planets. Visionary science fiction director rips off the Dharma stations from Lost. Just in case you accidentally beam into the Enterprise's lazy river, there's an escape hatch just before the giant kill blades.
Pike made him first officer.
Wasn't that before he was booted off the ship for mutiny?
Romulans and Vulcans share a common ancestry. Our cultural similarities will make it easier for me to access the ship's computer to locate.
This is like saying humans evolved from monkeys, so therefore I understand every aspect of social grooming. Vulcan blood is not red. Don't people usually run away from alien space drill lasers?
Devastator shows up, and all he's there to do is dig a fucking hole. There's about a million awesome things you could probably do with a building-sized robot made of 7 other robots, but no, he just digs a hole and gives us a close-up of 2 wrecking balls serving as his giant robo-testicles. And that's what this movie is, folks. Michael Bay shoving his balls in your face. What else should we have expected, after all, from the world's leading purveyor of douchebag cinema? Movies made by a douchebag for the enjoyment of other douchebags, exclusively. The first Transformers movie was an unmitigated piece of shit, the single worst major Hollywood movie of the century so far, and every problem it had, the sequel has in triplicate. Stunningly bad story, worst script, useless human characters, the lousiest, busiest, ugliest robot designs I have ever seen. And yet, according to the film's bafflingly large army of supporters, we're supposed to overlook all that because, dude, it's like based on toy commercials, right? Like, what are you expecting, brah? This classic douchebag line of argument pisses me off like you wouldn't believe. What the fuck does it matter? Coming from dubious source material is not a license to overlook basic tenets of filmmaking and story structure. People, come the fuck on. It's not like this is some student film where you're supposed to be amazed it got made at all. They blew $200 million making this. You're probably gonna pay north of $20 to go see it. There's no fucking reason for you not to demand better from all that.
Hi. My audio doesn't match up with my video.
You're gonna want the Final Cut Complaints Department. It's down the street.
Thanks.
YouTube.
Hey, yeah, I don't like this whole YouTube redesign thing. Yeah, it looks pretty dumb.
Well, it's not for everyone.
YouTube is for everyone, idiot! I feel like you guys just arbitrarily change things on here that don't even need to be changed.
No, we don't. I gotta go. There's a puppet here.
Who can I speak to about the abuse of animals on YouTube?
Well, what kind of abuse are you talking about?
Well, ever since that video of that hopeful yet ultimately disappointed dog got so many hits, my owner constantly gives me peanut butter in hopes that he will talk over my moving mouth, thus creating the next viral smash.
But don't you like peanut butter?
I like the first 17 jars, but after a while it becomes downright insulting, because you see, I can already talk.
Well, maybe you should work on your dog acting.
Maybe you should work on your dog acting.
My video.
The flag department is that way.
There she is!
Get her!
Inappropriate! Over here! Inappropriate!
Raven, I asked you a question.
I don't answer to my slave name.
Yes, Mystique, please tell us about your slave days. I think everyone would be interested in hearing how your experience compared to American slavery from 1619 to 1865.
Homo sapien!
Whoa, Mystique. This is the 21st century. No one speaks Latin anymore.
When an individual acquires great power, the use or misuse of that power is everything.
What about responsibility? I think you're forgetting the responsibility.
That turns us into tyrants over our fellow man.
But Einstein said...
I thought that perhaps you might take my place someday.
Say, when I die, halfway through this movie, for instance. Who builds a lab on Alcatraz Island? Who does that? I'll tell you who. Brett Ratner. That's who. This guy is still an asshole. Magneto will surely try and rescue Mystique, as they've said several times in the movie, so let's make sure our awesome new mobile prison is inside a tractor-trailer entirely made out of metal.
Hello there, son.
I'm listening.
Cyclops is a dick to aquatic life.